Hello, how are you today? My name is Rita Fleming, and I'm super excited to introduce you to the elements of our 30-day transformation. Thank you for checking out this video. I'm a regenerative detoxification specialist, clinical iridologist, and herbalist, and I'm excited to walk you through this program. Basically, what I do for a living is help people to regenerate tissues, heal at the cellular level, and get out of pain, which is wonderful. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Power Shake. This is raw, sprouted, alkaline fruits and veggies. It's all wind dehydrated at 60 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which means that it's holding all of its nutritional value and enzymatic value for deep cellular healing. It's also grown in regenerative soils, which is huge, meaning we're working with practices and principles that heal the soils, add more nutrients into them than we're taking out, and we work with the natural biodiversity, even watering with volcanic glacier mineral water and such. So what I noticed after 3 days of drinking this shake is that all of my cravings went away for sugars and breads and things that were not serving me, and I felt deeply nourished. So I wanted 2/3 less food because I just felt completely nourished, and I was no longer looking in the fridge being like, what do I need? I'm not exactly hungry, but I feel like I need something. And that was actually my body missing the micronutrients from the soils. And as we go into the stores today, most of the food really is devoid of our essential micronutrients that are necessary for all of the functions of the body. So this is incredible. It's grown in regenerative soils, it's raw, it's sprouted, it's alkaline. You just add a little bit to a container with water, shake it up and drink it, and it's delicious. It tastes so good. There's no additives or natural flavors. It's all whole organic foods. Next, I want to introduce you to our plant-based aminos. These are incredible. They got me back to my athleticism that I was in high school. Basically, they're aminos that are absorbed straight into your muscles in 23 minutes. Most proteins that we eat on a daily basis, whether they're plant-based or animal-based, we're only absorbing 17 to 34% of those proteins, and then the rest our kidneys have to eliminate. So that's a lot of burden and pressure on our kidneys. And we'll talk about regenerative healing at another point, but the kidneys are the #1 component to regenerative healing. So these are 99% bioavailable. That means your kidneys only have to eliminate 1%, which is really powerful. It's not only healing for the kidneys, giving them a rest and a break, as well as the liver, but it really is working to get into repairing all of the tissues in our body, from our brain and our nervous system to our gut to building our muscles and burning fat. And I just really love it. It's for long, sustained energy and mental clarity. Those you take first thing in the morning. Next, I want to introduce you to the Biomedic. I'm in love with this. This is one of the reasons I first got involved with this company. So Biomedic is the only thing out there that is clinically proven to get glyphosate out of the body. So if you're not aware of what glyphosate is, it was introduced into our environment in the 70s for industrial chemical agriculture farming, also in the form of Roundup, which people use in their yards and in the parks. Billions of pounds of glyphosate goes into the environment every single year, and it's a water-soluble toxin, meaning it gets into all the rivers and tributaries and groundwater and drinking water and rain. So we've discovered that most people are exposed to glyphosate on a daily basis, as it's in 75% of our air, 75% of our drinking water, as well as our fruits and our veggies, foods, multiple food sources. So what glyphosate does is it actually stops our absorption of our essential amino acids, which are the building blocks to life. So what we're seeing is now this degeneration in the body, in the gut lining, leading to leaky gut syndrome and all of these other things. And as soon as that microbiome lining is penetrated, as soon as it gets weakened, and foods and chemicals and bacteria are able to make their way out into the bloodstream, then we start to see autoimmune, all of this inflammatory conditions. And then once that food is in the bloodstream, it's able to cross the blood-brain barrier, and then the nervous system is under attack, which is why we're seeing so many neurological disorders on the rise, from Parkinson's to MS to autism, you name it. Really, the numbers have gone up by 20x for all of those things. So it all starts with gut health. So getting the glyphosate out of the body allows for the gut microbiome to repair itself. Glyphosate acts as an antibiotic, killing everything in sight. It kills all of the microorganisms in the soil, which are responsible for life, and it also kills the microorganisms in our gut microbiome, which are responsible for life, our immune system, our health, and 90% of the functions of our body. So as we get the glyphosate out, this reduces 74% of glyphosate out of the body, even if we're being exposed to it on a daily basis. Then the gut microbiome can repair, the tissues can re-strengthen, so we're no longer getting into that leaky gut, autoimmune, all of the domino effects from all of that. And then it's also repopulating the healthy biodiversity. So we want as much biodiversity in our gut as possible. And once we get glyphosate out, then we can increase that normal, natural, healthy biodiversity. And this also has ancient soils in it, which is remineralizing our gut microbiome. And there's a mineral component activity behind every enzymatic and chemical activity of our body. So, 90% of our serotonin is created in our gut, 80% of our immune function is in our gut. Our gut impacts the health of every single tissue and organ in our body, including that mental clarity. So I absolutely love this for supporting all of those functions. And then we get into our tart cherry juice, and you take this in the evening time. And this has naturally occurring melatonin in it, which is so good for our body. It's our nighttime happy hormone. It also acts to help to support those kidneys. Remember how I said kidneys are the key to self-regeneration? Well, this allows the kidneys to eliminate cellular waste out of that body, aka lymphatic congestion out of the body. And lymphatic congestion is something that we're inherited all the way down from our grandmothers and our great-grandmothers and our mothers. So it's passed down from multiple generations. And what it is basically cellular wastes and acids and pesticides and viruses and all of those things. It's the body's waste sewage system, which is then eliminated out of the kidneys. And most people's kidneys are not filtering. So this tart cherry juice is the best thing I've found to help people get their kidneys filtering, to get cellular wastes, acids, inflammation out of the body. So I love it for double reasons there. Plus it's high in antioxidants. When you combine the aminos with the tart cherry, now we're getting into skin regeneration and tissue regeneration, really amazing for collagen production. So basically, that's your 30-day transformation. You'll be doing 2 shakes a day. You'll be doing your superfoods twice a day, but this just one time in the evening. And then you'll be having a regular meal as your evening meal, plus lots of fresh fruits and veggies in between, and you can really customize it to you. So if you're a nursing mama, this everything that we've talked about is wonderful, and you can just increase your caloric intake. If you're an athlete, this is also wonderful. If you're wanting to go on a deeper cleanse, we can customize that to you, because this is getting the body alkaline, which means the body is naturally going to start cleansing and getting toxins out, as well as getting nutrients into the body and oxygen into the cells. So then we're going to ease in for those first 10 days. In the middle 10 days, we're going to introduce the Super Cleanser. And this is also incredible. It rids the body of unhealthy parasites and pathogens. And that really just helps us to feel like a brand new person once we get those out of the body. It also has incredible herbs that are restorative to the gut, to move any parasites out of the body. Deeper cleansing element. So this is in the middle portion. The super cleanser is not recommended for women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. You can pause on that or give it to your partner or wait until you're done. But again, it's just another beautiful element. So this is really a holistic program. We're nourishing deeply. We're flooding the body with antioxidants and oxygen. And then we're helping the body's eliminative systems to rid the body of things that are not serving it. So this is our program. I absolutely love it. You'll finish the super cleanser in the middle 10 days, and then the last 10 days we'll ease out. Myself and 3 other regenerative detoxification specialists are leading this group. So you'll get all of our free education and information about regenerative healing. This is our deepest passion, because all of us have healed ourselves from really chronic, intense conditions. And so our whole mission and goal is to help people get out of suffering, find more human potential, find more joy, find more energy. So we'll be supporting you every step of the way throughout the program. We have weekly Zooms for Q&A, and we also have our recipes and like the whole community element. So really excited to work with you and connect with you. And if you have further questions, please drop into our free health consultation and get connected, as we'd love to support you in your specific goals and what's going on, A, at the genetic level, B, at what you want to accomplish, and C, how we can support you best. So I look forward to connecting with you further. Please get back to the person that invited you to this video, as they have a $100 gift card code for you, $100 off. This works out to be $10.50 a day for 2 superfood meals a day. It really has saved me on my grocery bill. As I was saying, I felt like I needed 2/3 less foods because I felt so nourished for the first time. It also cuts out those extra spending habits, from coffee to cookies to whatever it may be. Those really add up. So as I calculated my budget, this actually saved me money on my grocery bill, and I felt much more nourished and satisfied. So we look forward to working with you and your specific goals, whatever they may be, and we'll chat with you soon. Aloha.